Yeah, so where we're going to be, oh, actually, let's start with this meditation. Find a comfy position. You can close your eyes, and I'm going to sort of guide us through a part visualization and a sensate experience, right? This one's going to be short. We all can feel that there is a potential within us. We can also feel that this potential wants to be expressed. We can see that everyone is hurting in some way, even ourselves. That pain is making us all do crazy things, and that pain arises because of causes and conditions, and those causes and conditions can be changed. New thoughts, words, and actions can be initiated or taken up that are wise, skillful, and nobly worthy of an awakened being. This will then lead to a life of freedom and true, authentic happiness. An awakened life. A life that expresses that potential that we all can feel within us. I want you to imagine. Imagine that world of potential. Imagine a life of freedom. Imagine a world where everyone is free and truly happy. Now, what does that world look like? What does that world feel like? And how would you think, speak, and act in that world? To help us actualize that potential, we call out now to the Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, masters, and teachers of the Dharma, the 3 times and the 10 directions. Please consider us with kindness and understanding and grant us your blessings that these aspirations may be accomplished quickly. May it be that we all swiftly achieve enlightenment for the sake of all beings. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Breathe out through the mouth. And open your eyes. So where we're journeying to is called the 4 Immeasurables, or the Brahma Viharas. And they are love, compassion, joy, and equanimity. Right? And sometimes, right, the first 4 weeks, we're sort of going to settle in. So let's talk a little bit briefly of where we're going to. Right? They call it the Brahma Viharas, or 4 Immeasurables, because once they're actualized, like, they bring immeasurable blessings to you and everyone that's within your field. Right? And even people that aren't, like, in your immediate vicinity. Right? The first element of true love, or the 4 elements of the 4 elements, is Maitri, or Metta, which can be translated as loving kindness or friendliness, and has the wish that all beings are happy, and the action of small kindnesses and moments of connection to help bring happiness to others. The second element of true love is compassion, Karuna, and has the wish that all beings are free of suffering, and the action of small moments of true connection, true seeing, and reaching out in some way to help alleviate the pain and hurts of others. The third element of true love is connected joy, mudita, and has the wish of seeing all beings flourishing and celebrating when they do. And the fourth element of true love, I'm going to say this wrong, upeksha, equanimity or freedom, and has the wish that all beings may be free and at ease, and has the action of letting go, opening up, and embracing all as equals. Right? So sometimes that might be those things might be a big jump from where we are right now. It might feel like a big jump. You know, like, because it's even tough enough, like, if you're riding the elevator with somebody, to work up that friendly moment of connection, right? So that's why we're going to be sort of circling our way to them, right? Settling in, letting go of some stuff as we go through that journey. I think it's very interesting. So that first element of true love, maitri, or metta, it's very interesting. The Buddha made a prediction that in X amount of years, thousands upon thousands of years, that the next Buddha to come is going to be named Maitreya. Right? Maitreya's name comes from Maitri, right? And that maybe it's not necessarily so much that it's another Buddha, but maybe imagine the world as friends, right? Imagine a world that let go of the illusion of separateness, right? Let alone like compassion. That's maybe another Buddha down the way. But just like imagine that, right? And like we're starting to maybe see the beginnings of that, right? What's the dawn of this connected age, right? Where sometimes, a lot of times, but we can connect, right? And we can become friends with people that we never could become friends with before, all over the world, right? And the power of friendliness, right? Like you don't have to like invite them over to hang out with you, but just like in that sea, like you ever just like, you're walking somewhere downtown, it's like a sea of people, and there's, maybe you've noticed like that one person just happy for no reason, like a beacon of light. Right? We can be like that beacon of light. Right? But again, maybe it might be Ian that's like, woo, it's a big jump to get to. So yeah, so what we're going to do as we spiraling down today, we're going to start to calm the body. Because we are lay practitioners, we all have various responsibilities and duties, right? Any mothers in this place? Yeah? Any moms? Yeah? Any dads? Yeah? Anybody got a job? Yeah. Your job is being a mom and a student? Anybody going to school? Yeah. Yeah. Right? There's all various things that are placing pressures on us and demands on us, right? And it's very different than a monk's life, where the biggest responsibility is to make sure that the zendo is clean and the bowls are clean, right? And that they arrive on time when the bell rings. They're very different, right? Very different. So we're bumping up against life, and life is bumping up against us. And like a lot of times, we're jacked, tense, rigid against life. And so what we're going to do in these first 4 weeks, ease. What weeks are you not going to be here, Manola?
From the 30th of April to the 7th of May, that's one.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm missing the last one because I'm going to Europe for 4 months.
Okay. Yeah, so that's pretty much like the intro. Today we're going to work on, it's called calm abiding, right? And really it's like the fundamental meditative technique that we use here, right? To help us, I want to have us think about our breath a little bit differently. Who's been in a yoga class and the teacher's been like, okay, be mindful of your breath. Be mindful of your breathing, right? Yeah. And we sort of just like, scoot over it, right? Okay, so think about this. Be mindful of the breath. All over the world, meditation teachers from every background use the breath as a tool and anchor while we sit. And thousands of times throughout the day, teachers say to their students, be mindful of the breath. But have we ever really explored the breath and the wisdom that it shares with us freely each and every day? It's a silent and patient teacher with so much to show us. The wisdom of the breath. The breath is our anchor, keeping us safe and secure when the sea of our thoughts rage and swell. When a thought arises, we gently bring our awareness back to the breath, anchored in the stillness of the present moment. The breath is our medicine, soothing and healing our suffering. With every rise and fall of the breath, we release ourselves deeper and deeper into the present moment, letting go of the past and the future. All there is the breath flowing in and flowing out. The breath is our lifeline, something for us to grab a hold of so we do not become carried away by our turbulent mind. We hold on to the breath with deep gratitude and thanks, appreciating this beautiful moment. The breath is wise, flowing in and out, whether we watch it or not, reminding us that there is a deeper wisdom at work within us, an inherent possibility that is revealed to us with each and every breath. The breath connects us to each other and all the world, from my breath to the air we share, to the winds that flow across the lands. We are all called to the remembrance of our oneness with each breath. The breath teaches us about the preciousness of this human life, that at any moment our life may end, that there is no promise that this breath won't be our last. So we cherish our life, cherish this breath, understanding the fragility of it, and seeing the miracle that our lives truly are. Listen, breathing, right? All that within the breath. Right? Okay. So we're going to, before we meditate, we're going to do a little bit of exercise. Seated exercise. To help get us back into the body. Right? Okay? So the first position, just keep your back straight initially. Right? And so what we're going to do, right? Sit forward, and then what? We're going to, hands like this, and we're just going to roll back onto the tailbone. And then bring it forward, open, roll it back. Bring it open, roll it back. Bring it open, roll it back. Come back to the body. Feel those movements. One more. Bring it up. Okay, the next move, right? Down. Now be mindful if you have low back problems. Okay? And we just scoop around. Bring it up. Down. Three times one way. Times the other way. There's a variation so that when you're, say, on this side, you push. All right? Do you have a tight back, Pratima?
I do.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what, yeah. Try it on the floor. Okay? Now, lean to the right. Bring your arm up. Stretch it out. You should feel it on that side. Bring it up. Left. Oh yeah, we gotta get you some bends, eh? Bring it up. Nice. No, yeah, good. We gotta calm the body down, right?
Mm-hmm.
Calm. Bring it up. To the left. feel the body. Bring it up. Okay. This one, all right. Arms up to the right. Left hand, just twist and stretch. Spine straight. And bring it up to the left. Up to the right. Up to the left. Come back to the body. Up to the right. Up, left. Back to the center. Put your arms behind your back and then grab your left wrist like this. And you're going to start to sort of pull it and tilt so that you're stretching out. Tilt your head to the right. Pull the left arm to the right. Make sense? Okay. Bring it up. Grab your right wrist. Tilt your head to the left. Oh yeah. Pull just a little bit. Oh, see all the tension you got there? Release. Grab your left wrist. Tilt your head to the right. There it is. Okay, grab the right wrist. Try tilt to the left. Shake it out. All right, so if you hopped off your cushion, let's get back on our cushion. So for those of us who don't have very much meditation experience, that's great. I want you to take the pressure off of yourself in the teachings that I've been blessed with and given. Part of the meditative teachings is the 9 stages of meditation. And the first stage is you're going to suck at meditation. If you hear these instructions, you give it a try, you realize how frantic and wild your mind is, great. Stage 1, right on target. Okay? So take the pressure off, right? We come to the mat, we come to meditation with these heavy expectations that we're going to be able to meditate right on target, hours on end. Okay? And stage 1 of the meditative practice, they say more often than not, like 95% of the times, you're going to be off target. You're not going to be meditating. You're going to be off in rumination or worry or thoughts and daydreams and everything like that. Great, no problem. The practice is to notice and to come back. Notice when you're getting hooked, carried away, come back. Okay? For us, if you're sitting on a cushion, a bolster of any sort, right? So again, the more comfortable I can get you to be, the deeper you'll be able to go into your meditative practice. Right? Whatever cushions you may need, right? If that's most comfortable for you, great. Yeah. Yeah. If you're on a bolster or cushion, it's best to sit toward the front of it That way it naturally puts the spine in alignment, straight. Right? For us as well, what we're going to do is open up your arms so that it opens your chest. Bring it in. Right hand on the bottom. Yeah. And like twist. Yeah. So it opens the chest. Come in. Right? Right hand on the bottom, left hand on top, and then just drop. Thumbs touch. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. The good thing about having the thumbs lightly touch is, right, it's a good indicator as well. Sometimes you'll be putting too much pressure, and you'll notice it in your thumbs. You're bearing down, trying to, like a laser, to be in the moment, right? It's just like a light touching. Sometimes you break the seal because you're like off into sleepy town, right? Right? So this is like your good little indicator, right? Am I bearing down too much? I'm gonna meditate. Right? Yeah, that's good, right? So that's that. In our meditative practice, what we do is you find a spot a little bit in front of you, right? With your eyes in front of you, right? So that spot is sort of going to be like your visual anchor. And what we do is we gently place our awareness on that spot, and then we release into the spaciousness of the room. And then we use the tactile sensations of the breath as like a sensate anchor. Right? A sensate anchor. Sometimes, if you feel that you need a little bit of retreat from the world, when we start this meditation, if you feel like you need to close your eyes to sort of soothe, settle, you're invited to do so. But at some point, and especially because of what time it is in the day, it might lead to sleepy town again, right? Yeah. Okay, so this is a lot of front-loaded explanation, right? So we got our meditative posture. Spine is straight. Now, again, so we don't want to bear down on that spot on the floor that we've chosen like a laser. We just gently place our awareness there. Release into the spaciousness of the room itself, okay? Take a deep breath in through the nose. Breathe out through the mouth. Placing that awareness, releasing into the space. Mindfully aware of the floor beneath you, the cushion, your body on the cushion. With each out breath, the body settles in a little bit more deeply. Right now we're going to go check in at those tension areas, starting with our shoulders. Bring your awareness to your shoulders. Are you holding any tension there? Soften and release. How about your jaw? Are you holding any tension there? Soften your jaw. Your cheeks. Soften your cheeks. Your eyes, your eyebrows. Soften those areas. Bring your awareness now to your forehead. Soften your forehead. And now the top of your head. Soften that area. deep breath in through the nose. Breathe out through the mouth. Mindfully aware of the floor beneath you, the cushion, your body on the cushion. With each out breath, we soften and release a little bit more deeply. We have our visual awareness anchored on that spot and released into the spaciousness of the room. And I want you to be mindful of that tactile sensation of the rise and fall of the chest or the abdomen, wherever you can feel the breath the most. That rise and fall. Maybe you hear the birds for the first time. The cars on the street. Feel the spaciousness of the room around you. If you get carried away by thoughts, rumination, lost, it's great. Just come back. Come back to that spot on the floor, the spaciousness of the room and the tactile sensation of the rise and fall of your chest or your abdomen. Work with your out-breath to soften. The breath is the medicine, soothing, relaxing, helping us find that ease. Rest in silence for a little while. If you need to or want to adjust your posture, you're invited to do so. ease. With each out breath, the body settles in a little bit more deeply. There's a little bit more stability, groundedness, like a majestic mountain. Don't reject sounds, we welcome them in. I want you to bring your awareness back to your shoulders. Can you soften it a little bit more deeply? Your jaw, soften a little bit more. Your cheeks. Your eyes, your eyebrows, your forehead. Soften. Top of your head. Soften. Feel that rise and fall of the chest or the abdomen. That soothing rhythm. For this next phase of the meditation, I want you to close your eyes. I want you to rest your awareness at your heart. Using that hard space as your anchor point this time. want you to bring a slight Mona Lisa smile. I will say the 4 phrases out loud, and you just mentally repeat them, holding your awareness in your heart. May I be happy. May I be well. May I be at ease. May I be safe. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Breathe out through the mouth. Hold your awareness in your heart. I'm going to say the phrases again. May I be happy. May I be well. May I be at ease. May I be safe. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Breathe out through the mouth. Rest the awareness back at the heart again. May I be happy. May I be well. May I be at ease. May I be safe. May I be happy. May I be well. May I be at ease. May I be safe. May I be happy. May I be well. May I be at ease. May I be safe. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Breathe out through the mouth. Slowly open your eyes. Come back to us here. So the 4 statements are sort of like a birthday card. You know, like that, may you have a great birthday. You know, that givingness, that feeling, that blessing, right? For those 4 statements, that same, right? Blessing, right? That well-wishing, right? For us, right now, as we sort of circle around toward the 4 immeasurables, we're going to work with those phrases. Right? In your meditative, if you have a regular meditative practice, I would recommend having a regular meditative practice, even if it's just for a minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever you can do, right? Even if it's in the least, that breath in through the nose, that breathe out through the mouth, and then just the 4 statements. May I be happy. May I be well. May I be at ease. May I be safe. Right? Holding that here. A blessing for yourself. for you guys, how was meditation? This is sort of like, this is your first time you did meditating?
I've gone along with the apps
Yeah,
as
yeah.
well,
Yeah.
but in a group, no, this is my first time.
And did you get hooked, dragged away by cars, birds, thoughts?
No,
What's on Netflix tonight?
no, actually, no, I was pretty still
Oh,
in my
okay.
mind.
Okay.
It was more my back staying,
Mm-hmm.
like I feel tense
Mm-hmm.
in my middle back.
And hence the stretching out?
Yeah.
Another one of the stretches, that's a thing with meditators. We have a tendency to build up tension within our back, right? So even, were you sitting on a bolster?
No.
So maybe next time, prop yourself up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And then, because in this prop stance, right, then you're able to, like, this bottom part becomes like a foundation that the upper body just rests on.
Right.
And you really don't have to, like, once you find that you get that sweet spot, you don't really have to do anything, right? And this opens us up, right, and just drops us in, sort of locks us into that posture, right? Yeah, so maybe next time, like, grab a bolster, sit on those guys, right? Yeah, and yourself.
That was good. My shoulders are really
Tense.
tight, my neck,
Yeah.
so that was my biggest issue. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I have to work on those.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but no, it was great.
And did you guys find it, like, you know how we do that? We first check in at the tension spots, right? And did you notice, like, were you surprised when you went back the second time and you still could soften more? Right? Like, because we're walking around.
A little bit more.
Yeah.
Oh,
there's a little, yeah, it's a little bit more. We don't need to do anything, right? When I went up north recently to that Dharma retreat, like, part of it, like, up north was still covered in snow and ice, but there was parts of the earth sort of peeking through, and they were soft, right? And it was nice just to allow the earth to hold me, because I'm holding myself. Why don't I just let the earth hold me, right? And it was nice just to, oh yeah, you got this. I don't need to hold myself up, right? It was just to release into every step. Why am I not trusting the earth, you know? Yeah, it was nice. And same with us in this meditative practice. We need to just come back to the body. Let's trust, release, allow, let it flow, right? Let it flow. Pratibha, how was meditation for you? Huh? Yeah? Yeah, you like the sound meditation? Manolo? Mm-hmm. No? It could suck too.
Getting used to the open eyes.
Yeah.
You know, like, because I usually do it with my
Eyes.
but I've been practicing with
Mhm.
my eyes, but it's getting better.
Yeah.
It's getting.
You're able to build a better
to
stability?
really, yeah, because
Yes.
before I shut
Yeah.
my eyes a lot, and tearing, right?
Yes.
So, but it's getting better in that respect.
Yeah.
To keep them open. And actually, I feel my eyes are crossing.
Okay,
I
so
don't know if it's my impression or if actually they're
No.
doing something.
I'll take a look closer next time, but yeah, you just keep them on the target and soft.
Yes.
Right? Yeah, keep them on the target. That's the thing, sometimes we're not used to, or we haven't been taught to meditate with our eyes open, right? So sometimes we need to, like, go and then go on a little bit of a retreat with our eyes closed and then open again, right? That's fine, right? Like, yeah, it's fine.
That's good.
Huh?
I felt the tension in the neck too.
Well, so I noticed you were, like, looking up, I think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then afterwards I closed my eyes.
Yeah.
And then the door moved and then you said leave the sound and I'm like
Yeah, with like, it's interesting because we're very fortunate in that we have, like, a type of sanctuary, right? Because when we're baby meditators and we're on the path, we need conducive conditions, right? Like, if I was going to teach you meditation in downtown Toronto, right in that, that square at Yonge and Dundas, right? Not conducive conditions, right? ultimately the goal is that you'll be there and you're like the eye of the storm then, right? Yeah, unaffected by whatever is arising in that moment, right? But right now, it's good. We need to create boundaries, right? Block off stuff. But, as best we can, life is life. And these guys like to pump the bachata beats next door, right? And like, Tony's students are usually a little bit loud when they come in and a little bit door slammy, right? So instead of, a lot of times when we're in meditation, we resist. And all of a sudden we're shoulding on the moment. Should be quiet. Should be quiet. Don't they know I'm meditating? Right? Oh. Okay, so the better way is that you just welcome it in. Because the minute that you welcome it in, you stop resisting it. You stop creating friction with it. Right? And then it just dissolves and disappears. Right? Yeah. But I noticed, like, right? Keep it not so up. Because that's going to hurt a lot. Now, and this, up as well, makes you more prone to thoughts. Right? Envisioning and dreaming and stuff like that, right? Down, too much, rumination, worry, right? Daydream, thoughts, visions, right? That sort of Goldilocks spot. A Goldilocks spot. Yeah. Danny, how about you?
Still trying to get used to meditating with the eyes open.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so used to meditating with my eyes closed.
Mm-hmm.
But every once in a while when I meditate with my eyes closed, I have a tendency of falling asleep. Right? Yeah, I go there sometimes.
Yeah.
Right? And you
Yeah.
just feel like
Yeah.
an hour piece of it.
Yeah.
So then you catch yourself.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
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 But yeah, no, it's great. It's something to get used to. I think I got the knack of it.
Yeah.
But that's great.
Yeah, good. And like I was saying, like if you need to like go on a retreat, because you're so used to it, however long you've been meditating with your eyes closed, right? And then open back up. Right? Starting to get your stability, release, right? And you got to make sure like you're not bearing down like a laser. And that we're not used to this, right? So if you need to retreat, be gentle with yourself, okay? Come back. And maybe as well, and it's like, I don't mind with the eyes closed, especially like say at the beginning of the meditation, or if you've had a stressful week and you need to go on retreat and just soothe and feel that soothing, right? Right? Feel that soothing rhythm of the rise and fall of the breath, right? But make sure to come back out, because you're prone to sleepy town. Just right out.
Yeah, no, this is exactly what I was going to say, like what Dan was saying, is the eyes closed, eyes open kind of thing. Because I just can't wait to close my eyes because I'm staring at a computer all day.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, okay, now I can just rest my eyes. But then, yeah, of course, that balance of, falling asleep or being mindful.
Yeah, especially like, at this time of day, like we started to meditate a little bit before 8. It's good. We have a little bit of a whoop because of the green tea, the Zen tea ceremony, right? So fresh minds, right? Remember, Manota, body breathing when you go to bed, right? Yeah, body breathing.
It helps.
Yeah. So that's the other good thing about Zen tea ceremony. Is not only do we get the benefits of Zen tea ceremony, but we get the benefits of the tea, right? Yeah. To brighten the mind, right? Clarify the mind, right? And the slight caffeine content doesn't like jack us up like coffee, right?
Enough to keep us awake.
Yeah, enough to keep us fresh. Yeah, yeah. So that's like, these sort of like, next week we're going to do a different type of relaxation meditation, right? Because this first 4 weeks is about soothing, coming back to the body, healing, right? Looking at life a little bit differently, a little more gently, right? With a little bit more perspective, right? So yeah, but the meditation practice that we did today is going to be for the next 4 weeks, the sort of fundamental foundation, right? That we're going to use the breath as a medicine, as an anchor, as a lifeline all those things, right? In those 4 statements, you guys have your little fortune cookie of them, right? Yeah. Take a picture, type it out into your phone, right? And even like, you don't necessarily need to be on your cushion to have a meditative moment, right? Wherever you are, right? Stop, breath in, breath out, and the 4 statements, right? And just notice. So you're going to be an experiment of 1. Notice what happens in your life from this point to the next week when I see you, right? Will you arise different? Will your speech be different? Will your thoughts be different? Will you be different, right? Come back to the body, right? Those simple exercises at the beginning, right? They're great. Yeah, we'll do some other ones too, right? Maybe we'll bring in a couple of the Qigong stuff, right?
Yes, please.
To help us come back to the body. Come back, right? Because the body, either we hate the body, come on, body, you know, like, or we're not even in it. And we remember, oh yeah, I got a body, and I got to feed it, I got to clean it, right?
What I noticed the most is the time that goes by when I meditate. You think it's 5 minutes, instead it's been, I don't know, maybe half an hour, 45 minutes, even an hour.
Mm-hmm.
I just look at the clock, and I felt it was just 5 minutes, you know? The time it goes by, you can do this on the plane and you get there much quicker. For some reason you feel
it speeds up the
time
flight.
goes by so quickly, you know? Yeah, that's true. I've tried this, and before it seems never-ending trip, you know, like 8 hours.
Yeah.
Right? And then I start doing this lately, and look at that.
Yeah.
Time goes by so quickly.
Yeah, because we're never here, right? We're always there or there, right? And meditation just brings us back here. Brings us back to the moment, our body, right? What's around us. Life is fascinating, right? Life is fascinating. And that's another aspect of meditation, right? Like that curiosity and that wonder and awe about life. Miracles sitting right in front of you and you don't even know. It's crazy, right? Yeah. But for the first 4 weeks, we soothe, we come back, right? Come back, right? Okay, guys? Thank you.
Thank you.
You take your time, Manoj.
I think I could put some roots in.
I don't know, I started running away and I go like,
Bye, guys.